All right.
So this is Tim Rosen, a freelance bassoonist.
That's it.
One of our good customers, and he's going to try a couple of instruments for us. Is a Fox 240,
240D.
240D, and the new Moosmann Performer.
Cool.
Be interesting to see how these two instruments compare, the qualities of each.
That's it. It's really exciting. It's in a really very special price range, so it'll be good to test out. I'm sure I'm going to be pleasantly surprised, for sure.
Go ahead, cool. Let's hear it.
I'm playing my Fox at the moment, and I'll just have a bit of a play around, and I'll play on the Moosmann in a second. It's very easy to play. It's very even throughout the registers. The top is very balanced in comparison to the middle and the bottom, and it is very even when you're playing it. And when you're playing down the bottom, it responds. I think that's very easily, and I think that's a big pushing point for the Fox. It's an easy to play instrument, very free blowing. It's got quite a bright, but still retains a lot of dark qualities to the sound. The quality of the vocals that come with it aren't fantastic, so it's a lot of searching, while this one is quite nice and suits the instrument quite well, and I think that's a very, very large plus. So one of the first things that when you pick it up, you just feel like it's substantial when you hold it. So the Foxes are their long joint is a lot more narrow. I think it's something that the Americans, sort of their sound concept. So something that's different is their sound concept. The bottom end on this one is a lot more rounder. The tenor registers is a bit harder to play, but not necessarily in a bad way. The sound is a lot nicer, for me anyway, from playing. The intonation is something that, because they're quite different when you sit, because you get used to how it sits on your instrument. It's a bit different. I think it's a little bit harder to play in terms of the actual making of the sound, but in return, you get a lot more rounder and much more depth of sound. When playing the Fox, I've had to develop by swapping with vocals and reed types and length. My Fox is red maple, and I think this being mountain maple makes a lot different. It makes a lot of difference in the resonance of the sound. I can feel it more in my body when I'm playing, which is a bit of a new experience for me, which is in a good way. I feel like it's a bit more of a relationship, in a different relationship than what I have with the Fox. And it's got like all of the keys which you want. And that was something that I really liked about the Fox when I bought it. So it had a lot of the keys that I wanted, and this has all of them. Looking at in a price perspective, it's a very good value for what you get. I'd buy one right now. So that's it. I would.